Mr. Dan, I am off for an afternoon ride. I will be back soon.
Okay. Okay. You see girls too?
No, I'm not going to see any girls.
I'm just messing around with you.
Yeah, I know you're messing around with me. You mess around guy.
You're married, right?
I'm married, yes.
Yeah, I know.
You like that?
Yeah, he have it.
All right, buddy. See you later. Well, hello everyone. George Rambler Man here. Hope everybody's doing well on a beautiful Memorial Day here in Georgia. Partly cloudy skies in the 70s. It could not be better. And if you have a motorcycle today, I hope that you are out enjoying the ride, because holidays, perfect weather, and a motorcycle just go together. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. Take a few minutes to remember our fallen service members who gave their life for this country so that we could have these freedoms. You know, I know it's kind of a trite statement, but freedom isn't free. And I have a long history in my family of military service, and I appreciate what they did. My dad, rest in peace, was in the Air Force for 20 years. He didn't give his life in a war, but he served his country honorably, and I'm proud of him. Rest in peace, Dad. So I really don't know where I'm going today. I'm just going to go out and see where my new Heritage takes me. Loving the sound of the new Vance & Hines Eliminator 300 pipes on this bike. It just sounds great. I really like those, and I'm not going to cover any new upgrades to the bike on this vlog. So, I think I'm done spending money for a while. Yeah, I know I said that before. But maybe this time I'm actually serious, who knows. On Franklin Gold Mine Road, and now I'm turning on to Newt Green Road, headed over to Highway 372 and then north. So those of you who'd like to follow along where I'm riding, now you know. Mr. Paul Fosbury from Great Britain. Just 2-lane country roads today. That's all I'm going on. We'll see if there's any Memorial Day traffic out there. Probably will be. You know, I've gotten a lot of comments on some recent videos about my Heritage and, you know, buying the new bike and why I bought it. And a couple of folks that have watched my videos over the years have written to me and really said, hey, George Rambler Man, I knew the Heritage was way up on your list for preferred bikes, but I really thought you were going to get a Road King. And, you know, what made you decide to get the Heritage over the Road King? And I probably covered this a little bit in my vlog about why I bought this bike, but let me just address some specifics of why I bought the Heritage over the Road King. First of all, I love both motorcycles, the Road King and the Heritage. You know, I've said before that I'm like the classic styling of those two bikes. Neither one has a fairing. I'm not anti, you know, fairing. I mean, I've ridden road glides and street glides with fairings on them, and they're fine. I just, you know, for my own personal choice and my own personal bike, I really wanted, you know, just a windscreen and not the full fairing. I mean, I like all the electronics that go along with, you know, what goes into a fairing, but, you know, in some ways, it's a little distracting. I know the GPS is great, when you're traveling, and I had a Garmin GPS on my old Boulevard, but I found myself kind of messing around with that Garmin GPS sometimes when I was riding, and it did not have the feature that it was disabled while you were moving. You know, in some cars, if you try to adjust the GPS while you're actually moving, like changing a route or anything like that, it won't let you do it. And the Garmin GPS I had on my Boulevard, it would let me do it. And you know, motorcycling requires 100% of your attention when you're riding. And you know, having something like a GPS or even all the other information that come on these smart screens, you know, these infotainment systems, I mean, you can scroll through a million things on there, and it's, you know, you're just taking your eyes off the road if you're doing it while you're traveling. So I really didn't want that. And I guess the biggest thing about the fairings is that they came on the bigger touring bikes, which I really was not interested in for my own personal bike. Nothing against those bikes, and if I was going to take off across the country, it'd be nice to have one. But for the type of riding that I do, I really couldn't see myself buying one of those bikes. And just watched a video this morning from Bodine52, a vlogger up in Michigan that I follow. Great guy. He just bought a brand new Road Glide Ultra, beautiful bike. And you know, I love those motorcycles, but they're just not for me. So getting back to the Road King versus the Heritage, really the bottom line was just the size and weight of the motorcycle. If, you know, if I had to pick one reason why I picked the Heritage over the Road King, it doesn't have to do with, you know, the options on the bike or the price of the bike or the features on either bike. It pretty much comes down to the weight and handling. The Road King is probably 100 pounds heavier than the Heritage, and you know, that's a good thing if you're out on the highway. You know, you've got the bigger touring frame, and if you're putting down a lot of miles on an interstate, that's probably a great bike to have. And I certainly, like I said, I certainly like the styling of it. It's got the same things that I have on the Heritage that I really wanted. You know, the anti-lock brakes, the cruise control, the saddlebags, the windscreen. And what items do I like on the Road King better than what are on the Heritage? I like the hard saddlebags and the way they open and close and lock. I think they're probably bigger. I really don't know the specific details of the, you know, volume of each saddlebag, but I do like the way they're painted to match the bike. So I like that in the Road King better than the Heritage. But other than that, there's nothing really on the Road King that I like better. So it came down to me to picking a bike that I could handle a little easier. The slow speed maneuvers, turning around in my garage, you know, parking lot maneuvers, all those things, the Heritage just won out. And you know, it has the 114 motor, which is you know, bigger than you can get on the standard Road King. I know if you went to the Road King Special, you can get the 114, but you know, I got a bigger motor on the Heritage, lighter weight, a little bit more nimble, and that's why I chose it. And then again, you know, the Heritage comes with the ABS and the cruise control and all the other features that I wanted. So that, you know, price was about the same. And you know, truth be told, if I would have went in Killer Creek the day I bought this Heritage and they would have had one in stock that really wasn't the color that I wanted, or maybe wasn't the exact model that I wanted, and they had a Road King that really struck me as being beautiful, I might have, you know, who knows, I might have bought the Road King, because I like them both. I mean, you can go back on my videos a couple of years ago, and I rented one when I was in Arizona and rode around the Arizona desert for a day, and I really liked it. I also like the handlebar position on the Heritage a little bit better. It's got these handlebars a little higher up, little mini apes. and I like the handlebar position. I like the blacked out look that you can get on the Heritage 114, and you know, the Road King standard, you're going to get the chrome. And you know, I was a chrome guy for a lot of years. I love chrome, but you know, now that I've had this blacked out motorcycle, I'm kind of partial to the blacked out look. You know, comfort wise and say the riding position, I think they're pretty similar. They both have floorboards. You're in a pretty upright riding position, and you know, as far as just the comfort of being on the bike while you're going down the road like I am now, I think the Road King and the Heritage are about equal. I would have probably put a Mustang seat on either one. And I'm going to just say one quick thing about my Mustang seat with the backrest that I haven't really covered before. You know, I've sat on a lot of bikes that have had backrests before, from Harley Davidson and other types of motorcycles. And whenever I sat on a bike with a backrest before, the backrest always seemed to push me way forward. And I just wasn't comfortable. It was almost annoying that it was pushing me forward. But if you want a backrest, and you know, that's something that you want while you're out riding on the road, and I really like it. It makes it really comfortable for me. The Mustang seat backrest has a lot of adjustment to it, both up and down and back and forth, and I really like the backrest on the Mustang seat. Again, it's pricey. You know, you're going to spend like almost $800 to get this seat with the passenger seat and the backrest, but to me, it's well worth it. So I think comfort-wise, the Road King and the Heritage would have been about the same. You know, the Heritage wins out for me, like I said, on the weight and the handling. I like the blacked out look, the fact that I can get the 114. You know, the old Heritage models that had the floppy saddlebags, I would have really, I think, been hesitant to buy one of those bikes just because of those saddlebags. But when the Heritage came out in, I guess, the 2018 model year with hard bags, even though they're not painted to match the bike, they're hard bags. They're kind of leather wrapped or vinyl wrapped. I don't know if it's real leather, but they are rigid. They hold their form. They're lockable, so you know, I like that. So in a nutshell, that's why I bought the Heritage over the Road King. I even had a couple people ask me, said, "George Rambleman, why didn't you just buy you a new Suzuki Boulevard C50T?" And I like that bike a lot, but you know, I was ready to step up in power and comfort and technology, and that's a much less expensive bike. Great value if that's what you're looking for. You know, you can get a brand new one of those bikes for half the price of this. But I wanted the bigger motor, the anti-lock brakes, the cruise control, and you just can't get those on the Boulevard. But if you're looking for a budget bike that's touring worthy, I'll certainly recommend that bike. Okay guys, that's all for me. Out on this Memorial Day ride. Perfect weather. I'm on Highway 372 East. I'll be in Ball Ground soon. I'm going to get on the Appalachian Expressway and head north, and who knows where I'll head. I don't know. Hope everybody has a wonderful day and a great week. This is George the Rambleman. So long, everybody.